Yo, what up, my slightly larger than little tubers? We're back for some more drafting of this gosh damn lovely Baldur's Gate set as we continue to prep for the Arena Open coming up. Yeah, with that being said, we'll jump in. Wait, one more thing to be said. Hit that like and subscribe button. I do truly appreciate it. So close to that 50K. We've been close for a while, I guess, but yeah. Do appreciate all the support. Glad you're enjoying the daily vids. Arena just got an update. I don't know if you can tell. Things look a little bit crisper. A little bit more clean. So, some visual improvements to Arena. Who knows how the actual gameplay is going to be. Anyways, Baba Saga are open. I love this card. Every time I draft it, I am just super pleased. Other fantastic cards include like OG, Dragon's Fire, and then a bunch of other playable cards, though none of them nearly exciting as Baba Saga. You find a couple of artifact creatures like Pilgrim's Eye to go with this card, and oh baby, you are off in a good place. We'll move on to our second pick now. Rescuer Chwinga, Emerald Dragon, Kalane, so 3 good uncommons. I guess the dragon's not actually that good unless you're a dragon deck, but 6 mana 4/4 flying trample is not awful. Very rarely do you see the activated ability of this, or rather the adventure side of this thing, do anything. Priest, obviously a fantastic card. Soldiers the Watch, very, very good as well. Double Team, great. Also have a Guildsworn Prowler here, another fantastic 2-drop. This is kind of an interesting pick. I think second picking the Kalane is completely reasonable. Same thing with Priest or the Guildsworn Prowler. The Prowler, I guess, is the safest pick in the sense that it just sticks on color with Baba Saga, and it's probably like the best black common, so definitely consideration there. The best card in the pack, though, it might be Kalane or Priest, and it's probably better to stay open in the first couple of packs than try to force anything. Nice pack here as we have a Grim Bounty, a Prosperous Innkeeper. Valor Singer also pretty good. Innkeeper gives 2 of the 3 permanent types for Baba Saga, but I don't think I'm going to pass the Grim Bounty. It's just good removal. Also, it stays on color with the 1 overlap I have, instead of goes into green when I have another different color red card, you know. Good pack, though. Third pick Grim Bounty is fine by me. Into a potential 4th pick Grim Wanderer. There's also another Innkeeper, yikes. Similar to the previous pick, I could just take one of the black cards here instead of taking the Innkeeper, but I think the Innkeeper is a better card overall than Grim Wanderer. I think they're both solid, but man, Innkeeper just does so much work for a 2-drop. I'm going to take that instead. Will I get punished? Maybe, but I think that's a good choice. This is unplayable, right? Destroy up to 3 artifacts. Alright, that's all you need to read, and then it's bad. We'll take the Grave Choice here. It's an okay removal spell. The fact that they sacrifice a non-token means you don't get ruined by somebody playing a bunch of token producers, obviously, but sometimes your opponent just has like 5 creatures, and Grave Choice isn't that good. I'd say that Grave Choice is exactly at its best on, what, turn 3? When you're either likely to get a 2-drop from them, or they don't have a choice otherwise. Maybe they only have a 3-drop. Okay. Lurking Roper is quite good, and I do already have 1 Prosperous Innkeeper. Kind of wish I had taken the other one now, but what are you going to do? Hobgoblin Captain's pretty good. So the funny thing is, with Lurking Roper, I just like this card as a 3-mana 4/5 blocker sometimes. And obviously if you have the life gain, which we have 2 different ways to gain life, then it just has added upside, but it is a fat 3-drop, you know? This is a good start. It does feel like the client is running a little bit smoother. And again, like I said, I don't know if you can tell, but everything looks like it's a little bit better in terms of quality. Looks a little bit more crisp and clean. Nice, nice, nice 7th pick here. Ghoul, Spawn, there's the Provocation to go with the Ghoul. Band Together and Ettercap, all fantastic. We're going to go with the Spawn here after taking the Roper, I think, over the Band Together. I don't know, Band Together's pretty good. But Spawn's great with Roper. And I've mentioned it in other videos, but Spawn is just a solid 3-drop. You'd be surprised at how much work a Drain for 2 does. I already have 2 removal spells. Yeah, I'm going to take the Spawn. I don't know if that's right. I think Band Together is probably a better card in general, but I like Vampire Spawn quite a bit. Moving on to pick number 8. The only black or green card we have here is the Hook Horror, which is good with Baba Saga, and not a bad defensive creature. There's a Looter here as well. I think that's fine. We'll take the Hook. So no artifacts yet for the Baba. We did wheel the Kaga, Shadow Archdruid. Haven't been entirely impressed by this card. It just feels like it costs 1 more mana than it should. Like, I'd rather take Line Up a Shot. I just haven't liked that card at all. Yeah, and Line Up a Shot is super versatile. Wow. That is a huge sign, I think. 10th pick, Guildsworn Prowler, also the Soldiers of the Watch, but this is just a very good 2-drop, so clearly it looks like black is open enough. Poison the Blade versus Spiked Pit Trap. I guess Pit Trap, because we have Baba, makes a little bit more sense. And we got a poison here anyways. Okay, good start. Still open to different colors. I mean, we could still be black-red, maybe splashing the Baba Saga, since black-red produces a bunch of treasure normally. We'll see how the next few packs go as we opened an Uthgard Fury. It's a good one. That sound coming from the game? For some reason I thought I heard some game sounds going on. I don't know. I never listened to the game sounds, but... So we could take the Fury. Given the fact that there's not really a better choice here, like we did wheel the Prowler last time, I think you could take that if you wanted to and maybe look to still be red-black. But I don't see a problem with just taking the Prowler. I mean, we know we're going to end up running it. Yeah, we'll just take the Prowler. Stroke of Luck here's good. Hill Giant's good. Myconid's great. Summon Undead's okay. There's another Grave choice here. Lulu's pretty solid. I don't know why people don't like Stroke of Luck. I say this every time I see it in draft, but baseline is just like a 2-mana impulse. You do lose some life no matter what, so if you're at 1 life, you can't cast this, but oftentimes you can draw 2 cards, or sometimes even up to 4, right? If you hit 4 of the same land, which is the most likely scenario if you're going to draw 4 cards. Yeah. Like, imagine paying 2 to draw 2 and lose 2 life. That's just Night's Whisper. I'm going to go with the Herd Gorger here, I think. Always love to have at least 1 or 2 of these in my green decks. Card just does so much work. Another Grim Bounty here over Band Together. Yeah, pretty glad I passed that other Band Together since we're seeing so much good removal anyways. Green-black, good creatures, and removal. I don't know what else you can ask for. Fraying Line, probably not there. For us, we have a 3rd Prowler, Prism, Priest maybe, and Emerald Dragon. We don't really need the fixing that the Prism provides, although it is nice for Baba purposes. Prowler seems just like a better choice to me. But then again, this would open up our ability to play splash cards, so I don't see what's wrong with just taking Prism here over Prowler. Nah, we'll just take Prowler. Keep taking the good cards. Bone Color Cleric here versus Hill Giant Herd Gorger. Both solid. I guess I should take the uncommon here instead of the common. We're more likely to see some more of these giants than we are a Bone Caller, so let's do that. Jaheira's very good. There's a Gate of the Black Dragons very good, and there's another Herd Gorger like we were saying. Every time I draft Jaheira, it is just super, super efficient. I think Viconia might be the best of the 2-mana specialized creatures that you can get at uncommon. But Jaheira has been an all-star as well. I like Mind Spike a lot too. I know a lot of people don't care for this card, but it's super efficient and gaining some amount of information is always nice. Manticore here is okay. The thing about it is that my 3 Prowlers, for example, don't need the Manticore to trade with anything. And I don't really have that many other small creatures that it really works with anyways. So I kind of want to just take the follow the tracks here. Okay, 1 of Summon Undead's never bad. 2 of Summon Undead, probably not necessarily though. We'll take Lantern, and maybe if I end up splashing something else, we'll play that. I do like Arcane Archery a lot as well. This is a trick that always tends to impress me, even though it doesn't necessarily look like 3 mana for a +3/+3 trick is not usually something that you care about, but the trample, the reach, those both can be relevant, and then you get that boon as well. Especially, I guess, since I have a bunch of Death Touchers. Trample, Death Touch can randomly push a bunch of damage, you know? Right, we're at 11 creatures, 19 spells. Sorry, 11 creatures, 19 overall spells. I'm kind of coming around to Armor of Shadows in this deck as well. Just because with triple Prowler, you know, it doesn't seem awful. And then last pick, Iron Golem into pack 3. We open an Older. Sadly not what we want. That's the 3rd Emerald Dragon we've seen, but this is just a pretty easy Meteor Golem. Dropping hot rocks on our opponents. 7 mana is expensive, yes, but we surprisingly have a decent amount of treasure production for what green-black is. I'm hoping to wield the Eder Cap out of this, but the Golem is my choice. Into another Roper, perhaps? I don't have much life gain, but again, like I said, I like these cards as 3 mana 4/5s a lot of the time. But maybe they're not even good enough. Let's see, I have the Jaheira gains life, Prosperous Innkeeper gains life, Spawn gains life. That's 3 ways. Baba gains life. That's 4. Giant is 5. Okay. Surprisingly not bad. We'll do that. We don't really care for any of these other cards except for maybe the Eder Cap, which we should wheel one of those. We'll take the band together here. I think that makes sense. Bunch of playable green-black cards, but take removal. Band together is good with the Ropers for sure. Ooh, what is this? What is this? Saravok? Another Innkeeper? Oh, Saravok is so good. But what do I feel like now that I've taken a second Roper? I want to take this Innkeeper. The Innkeeper is also fantastic for Baba the Saga. For raw power level, I think the Saravok's better. But for synergy, I think the Innkeeper's better. And I'm going to go for the synergy of taking the Innkeeper. Rescuer Chwinga. Is there Thieves' Tools here? We're not going to play Thieves' Tools. I'll just take the Rescuer and borderline consider splashing it. There's a Scaled Nurturer here, which I don't think this deck actually wants. Like, look at our 2-drops already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 2-drop creatures somehow already. And 2 of them already produce treasure. We don't have any dragons, so yeah, I don't think we're going to run that Scaled Nurture, which is kind of crazy. What do I want to pick up? I guess I'd want to pick up like 1 more Herd Gorger on the wheel over the Hook Horror. That seems like it'd be a good pickup. We don't need to run these Armor of Shadow cards and whatnot. They're Arcane Archery. Don't think we splash Krydle. We could splash Krydle, though. I mean, I'm not going to run a second Mind Spike. And maybe. All of these maybes. I suppose Lantern of Revealing gets better with Babala Saga too, right? I don't mind this card, but we're not splashing. We don't have that much top end. Dude, so many of these Kaga Shadow Druid things. It's a very late humiliation too. Is there ever a world where I run Cloak of the Bat? I don't think so. Okay, Ettercap Wield, that's good. Is this deck good? I don't know, I can't tell. Seems decent. Meet in a tavern with 14 creatures is a little bit low. Is that a second Krydle? I mean, maybe we end up splashing 2 Krydles? No, that doesn't seem right. Okay. Green-black goodies? I don't know. I don't think I saw a single Pilgrim's Eye. Is this good? It seems good. Maybe missing one more Herd Gorger, but otherwise I think this is decent. Gosh, I feel like splashing these Krydles is not crazy. The treasure production, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's not good enough. But what if I cut like... Nah, I guess I'd want more fatties for me to want the Krydle. Like, if I had 3 Herd Gorgers, then maybe I do that. But I do kind of want to get this Lantern of Revealing in the deck. Maybe just cut up lineup a shot since we have so much other good removal, plus the Ettercap for flyers anyways. Ah, there was one choice. I could have had another Herd Gorger. I could have had like 2 more, I think. I should have taken one of them. But we'll roll with this. It's fine. So just straight up green-black here. You can't set your default lands yet, can you? Darn. So we'll go slightly heavier on the black than green. Okay, this looks good to me. Just decent green-black stuff. I think we needed like 1 or 2 more win cons to be really happy. But I'm confident we can pull off a few wins with this deck. Great hand already. Hello indeed. Turn 1 Shambling Ghast. A little bit annoying, I guess, versus all my 1 toughness stuff. We're gonna go with Prowler here instead of Innkeeper then. I don't really care if the Ghast kills my Prowler with the -1/-1. Yep, that's fine. We still get to draw a card off of the Prowler, so no big deal. Okay. Let's go with the Rope-a-Dope. The Ghoul, yeah. Oh man, a second Shambling Ghast for my Innkeeper kind of sucks. Alright, well let's ship in for 4. And then I'm going to play Innkeeper into Prowler number 2. That'll trigger the Roper, untap it. So sadly we can't Ettercap any creatures with flying while they have the ghoul on the battlefield unless they use the ghoul. Because they can just sack it in response and fizzle my Ettercap, so I can't cast it as a creature. No plays. This is not great. But so be it. They put the Ghast in front of the Roper. Oh, they're gonna go for the 2-1. That's fine. I'll take the card. Thought they were gonna block the Roper and then kill the Innkeeper. Just leave the Protector untapped, but this is okay. Assuming I find a spell here. Yeah, I'm just gonna run out the 2-5 then. Oh? Alright, let's force some action. What do you got? Okay. So maybe they just have improvised weaponry or something? Sure. Go ahead and keep our creature alive here. Not a bad draw, not a great draw though. I'm just gonna pass and keep this back on defense. Fully expect them to have a provocation here at some point, but I don't think I'm supposed to try to trade for blows. Yep, there they go. So we take 4, they kill my Ettercap, so be it. Pretty good. I mean, maybe 17 lands is too many. I do have a bunch of 2-drops. Some of them make treasures. Alright. Well, sometimes Magic is a very fun game. Don't know if there's anything I can draw now. Both of those Rabble Rousers pump up for just huge. Funny thing is, I mean, opponent has just as many lands as I do. So I don't even know what happened here. Okay, that's kind of insane. That has to be extreme variance. We saw how many lands in the top? 10, 11, 12. 12 lands and 19 cards? Yeah, I mean, that's obviously bad luck. Yeah, I can cut a land here, that's fine. I'll just throw in the lineup a shot. Because it cycles for 1 mana and it gives us some versatility. It's not even like 17 versus 16 lands is all that many. Like, that was going to be a flood even if we had drawn 1 additional spell. Actually. Should probably put in 1 more big card if I even have 1 more big card. Yeah, like, maybe I just run this Iron Golem, because I have a lot of removal and ways to push it through, you know? That seems fine. Okay. I'll try running 16 lands here. I mean, this is best of 1 as well. I think baseline and best of 1, 16 lands is often a good option unless you have a pretty high curve, just because the hand's smoother. like you're gonna start with 2 or 3 lands in your hand pretty frequently, but we will see. On to game number 2. We will be on the draw here. Yep, good enough looking hand. Might even go for turn 3 Babala Saga off of the Innkeeper. Go for the Mind Spike, turn 1 here. And that's good information. So they have nothing but creatures and spells in their hand. Sorry, creatures and lands in their hand. Ooh, they get to take my only land here. That's huge. Wow. That's brutal. I didn't get to play an Innkeeper because they hit my 1 land. When Tollkeeper hits an only land like that, it feels so gross. Sure. How come everybody gets Pilgrim Eye and I don't? What happened to mine? Never lucky. Island, huh? Alright, I think I like getting both of my Innkeepers online this turn. I bet you they probably attack their Innkeeper into my 1/1s just to try to trade for one. Do I want to trade though? No, I don't think so. We'll go ahead and take a hit for 3 from the Tollkeeper. Every creature we play is going to gain us 2 life back. That's very annoying though. Also, if you think about it, the Innkeepers also turn into 3 life with the Babala Saga if they live. Like, I can sack Innkeeper, Treasure, and a land to activate it, you know? Although I guess this time, because they're getting a little bit too aggressive, I will need to trade one of the Innkeepers. Oh! I was going to say, are they not going to attack with the Tollkeeper? That'd be great for us. So tap my 4/4, double team another. Not drawing any of my removal has really kind of sucked. Oh. That's strange. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. Sure. Prowler a good draw here as well. I gain a bunch of life back. Gain 4 life back. So they go. So we're gonna have to Meteor Golem their Pegasus. Most likely. So do I want to use Babala Saga right now? Probably not. I think we trade, and then we probably trade with the Tapper. We need to keep all of our lands and our treasure, I think, for the Golem next turn, assuming we can find a land. Because they're going to play out their flyer here and make another flyer at the end of the turn. We're in really good shape, though, if we find an untapped land next turn. Because the Meteor Golem gives us both an artifact and a creature for Baba purposes. Yep. Perfect. Start chipping in. And then with Summon Undead bringing back the Meteor Golem, I think it's going to be pretty awkward for them. Okay. Oh, they liked what they saw. Nice. Guess we're supposed to kill the Trelisara here. And once again, we have Meteor Golem plus Land Sack for Babala Saga, draw 3. Okay, we're gonna take a bit of damage here. This would be a good turn to double block the Null Hunter with these two. But I do have the Herd Gorger coming out next turn, so we can go like this. Trade here. And then Babala Saga again. There's a Grim Bounty finally, sheesh. Okay, and we drew an artifact as well for Baba again on a future turn. I think here we're just going to play out our fatty though and gain 4 life, go back up to 19. Have I even attacked them once? I think draining is the only damage I've dealt to them. Okay. Let's go to combat. They're probably going to have to make some kind of trade here. Or if they chump, I'm perfectly happy with that. Good. So then we can go Lantern plus Prowler. Hold up Grave Choice. Sadly, Grave Choice probably just hits their Pilgrim's Eye. So Prowler's gonna get tapped down by Disciple, maybe? Okay. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to block here. And then Baba can sack itself if they do something. They're going to return it to their hand. Okay. Alright, get them to sack their Pilgrim's Eye here. I will take 10, go to 8. What do they have 2 blue for? That's what scares me. can I win next turn? Let's see. Stack. 1, 2, 3. They go down to 9. Or is it better to sack the Prowler? No, it's better to keep the Prowler. Yeah, sack our Innkeeper. Dang, can't quite kill them here. Well, there's always the chance they don't block my Herd Gorger. Their only hope might be to not block. Okay, they did though. We can go bounty on the Tappy Tappy. Play out our ropes. There we go. And now we can Baba once again. Dude, Baba has put in insane work this game. Holy smokes. How many times have I activated? 3, 4? And that is why I like that card, because my gosh, does it do a lot of work. Alright, well, that was too much effort for one win, but here we are. We'll go on to the next game and see if we can do some more work. On to game number 3 we go. On the play. Oof. One black source and we could keep this hand, but we'll have to ship that down to 6, it looks like. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good looking 6 here. I almost wonder if I should just pitch a swamp with this hand and keep all of our creatures. I think that's probably the right choice. Immediately drawing a 7-drop. I can't say that's ideal, but here we are. Soldiers of the Watch. Yeah, that's good. Well, let's hope they trade for some reason. If not, we're going to just lead out on our 2-3 here. That way, they can't just free roll attack into us. Dang it, Rasad, my Jaheira. Yeah, that's pretty good. And just like that, we are losing really badly. Guess I'm gonna attack here and then play another Prowler. Man, these games have not been good. I mean, we squeaked out a win in the previous game, but now look at this. We're just going to die to a bunch of small... Wait, what? So they have the indestructible trick? I guess they have to. Yep. Not much I can do about that. I have to go for it. Force them to do it. We're too far behind anyways. Could go for a Mind Spike there and hope I hit something. Rather, that I hope I don't hit anything. That they only have creatures and lands in their hand and that I would get to draw a card, but... I think the Innkeeper's a fine play here instead. Can't really beat anything that they're doing. If they flip either of their specialized creatures, we're just dead. Fun. Magic is fun. I will note that this Iron Golem is replacing a land in our deck, remember? We swapped out the 9th Swamp for that Iron Golem, so... Kind of funny. I mean... I have to block like this. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, they got a good deck, for sure. Our draw was clearly horrendous, but it doesn't look like we were going to be able to beat that even if we had drawn some lands, so... Sometimes it really do be like that, and all of a sudden we are 1-2 and already on the brink of destruction. Hopefully we can pull off at least 2 more wins, but we're going to need to get some better draws, because man, these hands, ugh, these draws have just been so abysmal. This hand's, I guess, a keep. We'll pitch the Meteor Golem here. Pretty frustrating. Blood out, first loss. Screw out, second loss. I don't know what it is about these Alchemy formats, but just haven't enjoyed them as much. Alright, since we're on the play, I think I'm going to go ahead and run out the Cleric on turn 2 and just try to pressure them if they don't have any early plays. Good news, we are drawing well. More good news, Roper is a huge house versus Rabble Rouser. Now they don't get a free attack in. Some ramp here is interesting, though. Spawn obviously was a good draw to untap our Roper. Still seems like we're going to need quite a bit of help this game. Oh wow, they're going to fireball it. Spicy. Sure, I'm okay with that. I mean... Let's do band together now while it's still good. Get in for 4. Annoying. They have another Rabble Rouser. Yep, we're definitely going to just go ahead and bounty that. Yeah, have to do it now. It pushes 2 damage this turn. And remember, if I let them keep the Rabble Rouser, they're going to get a second one as a result. Huh. It's surprising to see a Roper of their own. Alright, let's hope they don't have a removal spell for Baba, because if they don't, then we're going to draw 3 cards next turn, as well as dealing them 3. Nice. Oh, that was a good curve for them. So, if I main phase the Baba, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage, but I also can potentially cast something. So I think it might be worth it to main phase this Baba La Saga here, even though that means I'm going to be tapping out of my blockers. It's close, but I think I like this. Fantastic. Ooh, even this Grave choice is really good right now. Very nice. Okay. Two Death Touchers were basically perfect. Ray of Frost. Alright, that locks down my Baba. Make them sack one of those. Definitely trading with the other. Okay. Well. We do have lethal damage on the board if they don't draw anything. That's a good sign. Hopefully they draw something expensive. Alright. Wow, what a hit. That Myconid's insane. I have to keep attacking, though. That's my only chance. Hope we draw a way to do something here. Phew! Alright. Top deck battles now. That was a nasty draw. And just like that, we're taking 6 damage. Oh my god. 7 damage even. Oh, man. I don't know about this format. I'm doing really poorly, and I don't even think I'm drafting bad decks. Like, I do think I needed some more top end in this one, but if you told me that this deck was a 1-in-3 deck, I would not have believed you. I feel like this is a good curve, good removal, good creature quality. Again, maybe missing a little top end, but just getting absolutely ranched. I guess some of the draws were not great, and that's just a little bit of variance, but like, I don't think I'm getting outplayed or anything. It's just we're fizzling out. I don't know. Maybe I need to draft some more card draw effects? I'm not sure. Anyways, that's what happens sometimes. Again, I'm trying to practice for the Arena Open. Like I've said many times now, I'm confident in sealed. I think my sealed capabilities are extremely high. But man, this draft format has been punching me in the face, so hopefully I can rattle together something for day 2 of the Arena Open, but big yikes. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you learned something still. Losing can be a valuable learning experience. It's not always about winning, even though winning would be nice, but we'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.